We've all had crushes. We've all had crushes. But today I'm gonna be reacting to Milo, not the drink, Milo, the sad reality of crushing. So yeah, let's check it out. I haven't really had like I don't really have that many crushes really, like throughout my short time on this earth. But yeah, I know lots of people do, and lots of people catch crushes very easily, and lots of people get disappointed. So yeah, let's see what this guy has to say. The sad reality of crushing. I love you, Josie. I I love you too.
It should have been me, not him!
Do me a favor. Shut the fuck up.
What is this?
Right on schedule.
Now, I know what you may be thinking. Alright, dude, what the flip? This guy's also hating on crushes now? A completely normal part of being a teenager. First teenage dating, and now teenage crushing? Just hear me out. I myself am still a teenager, and more specifically, a teenager who has experienced a comical amount of crushes through his lifetime.
So this guy be crushing on everyone.
If there were ever to be a girl who was remotely pretty, or a girl who, God forbid, showed me signs of what I thought to be affection, then I'd have that girl on my mind 24/7 for the next few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, like me, I can acknowledge someone's pretty, good looking, but like just because you're pretty, like I don't have a crush on someone just because they're pretty. Like this dude said, like some people, like if you're like him, you just see a pretty girl, you have a crush. I can, like I might be thinking a bit if I see a pretty. I'm like, dang, she's so pretty, but like I don't get a crush off that.
I'd just be daydreaming, making up romantic scenarios all in my head. So I know a little something when it comes to developing crushes as a teenager. So believe me and trust me when I say that developing crushes as a teenager can and probably is a red flag for yourself. And I know that's a wild statement to make. Trust me, this actually goes pretty deep, bro. This video is an extension of a previous video I made, the one about teenage dating. So this video will be loosely connected to that video. With that being said, let's go.
Let's go. We've been friends for almost 2 years, and I've liked him for a really long time. Do you think he likes me back? Facts, just because I found you attractive doesn't mean I'm attracted to you.
So many people, especially people in high school, believe that when they're crushing on someone, they think that they're in love. I mean, they are in love, are they not?
No.
Love has them thinking of their crush all the time. Love has them daydreaming of them in class all day. Love is what makes every song they hear remind them of their crush. Like, love makes them go crazy. I mean, that is what love is, right?
Fuck no, baby.
I'm just gonna hit you with the cold water here. Chances are, if you're watching this and you're in high school, or maybe you're even younger than that, you probably still have yet to experience true, real love. And yes, that even includes if you're in a relationship. Like, if you're in a relationship and you think you're in love, no, bro, you're probably not.
Bro. Like, he was talking about daydreaming, all that, and like, they think it's love. Lots of the time, with crushes, it's like the thought of what it could be. You're in love with the thought of what it could be, not what it is. You're just imagining, oh, we get married, we have kids, we go on dates, like, you know? Like, go on drives, look at the sunset together, stuff like that. Like, they're in love with a thought of what could happen most of the time. That's like how lots of things are, especially with crushing. And yeah, like, once you're finished high school and you're like growing up, it's just cringe. Just go talk to them. Just go talk to them instead of like, just like, oh my gosh, does she like me? Does she like me? And yeah, and then you start overthinking, thinking too much. Bruv, are you serious? I really gotta get some YouTube, what's it called? Premium. Don't get any of this stuff. Not sponsored.
Now, I'm really
Hold
mad.
on, let's go back a bit.
Like, if you're in a relationship and you think you're in love, no, bro, you're probably not.
Now, I'm really mad.
And especially if you're crushing on someone, like, this is not love. When you're crushing on someone, what you're actually experiencing is something called limerence. Love gets confused with limerence so frequently, so allow me to define what limerence means. To define limerence, I think it's actually easier to define what love is first, so we can contrast both, because
Let's see.
love and limerence are complete opposites in some areas. So allow me to break it down for you. So, what is love? Love is when you form a connection with someone so deep and intricate, kind of like a best friend, but non-platonic.
I want to be more than that.
You both grow and learn mutually off of each other. And to put it simply, you're both very comfortable around each other. You're both not afraid to get vulnerable around each other. And you both enjoy each other's company so much that it almost feels somewhat spiritual. Not to sound like a namaste head ass, but it almost feels like you're sharing a consciousness with the other person. You always know what they're thinking. You always know why they feel the way they feel. And again, you aren't afraid to be vulnerable around them at all. Love is on a whole nother level of human consciousness and human emotion. That's why I say that it feels spiritual. And if you've experienced love before, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if right now you're doubting whether or not what you're feeling for your crush is love, then you don't. You questioning whether or not it's love or not just tells me that no, it's not love. Because when it's real love, there's not a single flash of doubt that it isn't.
He said that you told him how much you love me, about
There's no
how
doubt
you
if it's
feel when
real.
I walk in a room, and about how you've never doubted for a second that I'm the woman you want to spend the rest of your life with.
One day, we gon' get it one day.
So if you're not experiencing
guy.
love, but you still feel butterflies in your stomach when you see that person, you still love seeing them in the hallways, and you still love it when they look at you. If that's not love, then what is it? Limerence.
Let's see what limerence is.
Limerence is when you feel care, affection, and yes, love for the attention someone gives you rather than the person themselves. Limerence is when you make up a fake personality, fake passions, and fake morals of your crush to make them as compatible with you as possible. Limerence.
Yes. Bro's just, yeah. It's like you start making all these things up in your head just for them to fit in, like he said. Well, like some people even change their values up or what they believe in, or they start doing all these things just so so them and their crush is like a perfect match. But yeah, like lots of people experience this, especially at a young age, because obviously people go through this, and takes them a while to really understand what actually love is. Because yeah, that's just a learning curve of this.
Limerence has you creating false realities, false memories that aren't even real. And limerence has you constantly looking out for signs of reciprocation from them. And when they do show you signs of reciprocation,
You think it's love and
it
stuff.
feels euphoric, but when they don't, when they shut you out, it feels like a fucking stab in the heart, bro. And another possible but not so common symptom of limerence could be the destruction of your own self-image. But this one
Bro,
specific
spitting.
symptom of limerence only applies for those who are crushing on someone who just doesn't really meet their standards, whether it be because they have a pretty face or they have false attached value for some other reason. They really pick apart at their own morals and beliefs just to appease the morals and beliefs of their crush. They
Yes. Like, bro. Lots of people switch up just for a girl to like them or a boy to like them. You know? They change up their morals. They change how they act. So you can really try to fit in with and make it work with someone who isn't actually that compatible with you. And yeah, it might be because they're showing you attention, or you might think they're pretty, so you do whatever. It's sort of like, for instances with boys, like they simp, they do whatever they can even though usually deep down they don't want to do that, but they do it anyways. Well, they make themselves want to do it for the thought of, you know, being with that person or them liking them back, which you should not do. If you got to do all that, switch up, that's just not your person, bro.
They try to excuse the flaws of their crush, trying to justify them. This is not a good mindset. Like, love, on the other hand, would have you accept their flaws, but try to grow past those flaws together. You try to be by her side as she grows and develops her character, because you know damn well that she's an amazing person who deserves much better than this. And you also know that she's capable of change. She deserves it because she's capable. And the
Hold on, what did the editor's note said? I didn't read it. I can't read fast enough. Never try and help people who can't help themselves. Keep that in mind always. Yeah. No matter who you are, you might be the greatest coach in the world. You might be Ronnie Coleman. Trying to help someone build muscle and like get strong. But at the end of the day, if they don't want to do that, you can't force them to do it. Just like if you want someone to love you, you can't force them to love you. That's like with limerence, like he was saying. People switch up, people ignore the flaws in the other person just so it seems like a better fit. When really, if they were the right fit, you wouldn't need to do all that.
And the only reason that limerence has you changing your self-image to appease theirs when love doesn't is because, by definition, love wouldn't even be in an equation where you're changing your self-image. That's not what love is. And as I said, limerence is love for the idea of attention from them, love for the attention they give you, not actual care or love for the person themselves, for their presence. That's why limerence can have you changing your self-image, changing your morals, your beliefs.
Bro, another ad? Bruv, are you serious? Come on, I'm making it face cam. 2 ads. This guy's making bank from this video. This guy's making real serious bank.
Just to appease hers, because the quality of her character is irrelevant when she's the one giving you affection and love. And these signs of affection from her could be something as small as glancing at you during class. But I know that there's some dudes who go absolutely crazy whenever a girl just glances in their general direction. And I used to be one of those type of guys who would just start daydreaming over a girl who I haven't even spoken to just because they looked at me. And looking back now, I feel like the reason that I would always go crazy like that over a fucking glance would be just because back then I was not a happy person. I was a loser. I wasn't depressed, but yeah, I was just not a happy person at all. So whenever I got a glimmer of what affection or love is,
I feel like limerence might happen in guys more than girls. Because as this dude's saying, like most guys, they barely get asked out, compliments. That's why if you compliment a dude, most of the time, they remember that crap for years, because it doesn't happen as much. Happens a lot more to girls on average. And yeah, like he said he got a glance by this girl. And like sometimes if you give a guy a little bit of attraction, they latch onto it because it doesn't happen often. And then that little like glance or that compliment, they latch onto it and they really try to make it work out. Like that little attention, because they don't get it from anyone. They latch onto it, try to make it work out. Yeah, they ignore your flaws, they start switching up, and they like turn into a different person. When in reality, the right one will come. There's over 7 billion people. The right one will come, and you don't need to do all that crap, switching up, changing your beliefs, ignoring her flaws for things to work out.
I would just hold and embrace it for as long as I could, replaying that moment and other fabricated moments that I cooked up in my head, because that fantasy land in my head was the only version of reality that I honestly enjoyed. So I'd do anything in my power to just...
He just said what I was like saying earlier. It's the thought of what could happen, like, you know, the thought of what could happen between you two.
Stay in that fantasy land. I was running away from facing reality, just wasting all of my time living on fantasies. Love is real. It's in moments, shared moments between two human beings, while limerence is by yourself in your bedroom while daydreaming a whole romantic music video with your crush all in your head by yourself. And the thing is, anyone could have been showing you affection and you'd probably still go crazy. Had it been anyone else, you probably still would have been geeking out about them all day, every day in Fantasyland. That's what I mean, that limerence is not love.
Damn! Did you just hear what bro said? He was like, hold on, let's see.
Had it been anyone else, romantic music video with your crush all in your head by yourself. And the thing is, anyone could have been showing you affection and you'd probably still go crazy. Had it been anyone else, you probably still would have been geeking out about them all.
Just because they show you affection, you like go crazy. But anyone else could have done that, and then the same thing would happen, bro. Starts cooking.
Day, every day in Fantasyland. That's what I mean, that limerence is not love for the person themselves. It's just love merely for the attention that they give you. And when it comes to limerence, since the quality
Yeah, it's the feeling that they make you have. It's the feeling. It's a feeling of like maybe being wanted or, you know, being appreciated. It's the feeling. It's not them, it's the feeling. Because he's just like anyone else could do the same thing. So it's not actually love. If anyone else can just do it and make you feel that way. It's just the way that they made you feel.
of the character of your crush is irrelevant, because again, it's not really about the person themselves, it's more about the attention that they give you. That's why most people find themselves crushing on someone that just does not meet their standards. And that's how you get couples that are just not compatible whatsoever. Like the couples that I mentioned in my teen dating video. That's how you end up with a relationship like that, when all you focus on is just...
Bro! 3 ads? Are you serious? Oh my gosh, bro. I don't think I'm going to be reacting to this guy in a while. Maybe I might react to him when I get YouTube Premium. This is ridiculous, bro.
This. Such Australian unity today.
Having someone by your side to smother you with attention, with dopamine, with butterflies in your relationship like that. When standards. And that's how you get couples that are just not compatible whatsoever. Like the couples that I mentioned in my teen dating video. That's how you end up with a relationship like that, when all you focus on is just having someone by your side to smother you with attention, with dopamine, with butterflies in your stomach. You just want the source of the attention. You don't want the person themselves. So you just settle with whoever. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that they give you attention. And I talk shit on this dynamic, this mindset of only chasing attention, but would you believe me if I told you that I was this close to try and actively pursue this type of relationship dynamic? A relationship dynamic built off of limerence rather than love. But thankfully, I came to the realization that I actually felt limerence and not love, because with this girl, I actually thought I was in love. And to this day, I have yet to speak a single word to her. Like, I went absolutely crazy over this girl. And it took me months.
Yeah, and I've even been through this before. I've been through this limerence.
To come to this whole
like, it's not even, like, I don't even mix properly.
Realization of limerence and all that. Again, I was so crazy over this girl. And when she got a boyfriend, because obviously, come on, duh. I felt like a heartbreak of a 4-year relationship when I have not even spoken to this girl. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, that is extreme, though. What bro just said is extreme. He's never even spoken to her, and he got, like, heartbroken. Yeah, don't be... That's extreme.
To this day. To this day. To this day.
Luckily, I grew past this chronic limerence problem, and I recognize that limerence is not love. But there's some guys out there that never learned this, and that is how you get players just sleeping around with women, going to nightclubs, hooking up, partly because they got a monkey brain and all they think about is ejaculation. my natural instincts, but also because they want that quick hit of affection, fake affection. That is just a terminal case of limerence. But that's not to say that crushing in general is cringe. Let's say that your crush is someone who's close to you, maybe even a friend, and over time you've come to actually love them for their presence and love them for who they are, and that you know that you're more than willing to take them for who they are and also for their problems or flaws, so you can help them grow, so you can make their worries go away. That type of crushing, that I fully understand, and I honestly think that you should actually shoot your shot.
Are you free for dinner tonight?
Yes.
Hey, shoot your shot.
All right.
Shoot your shot.
Then it's a date.
Only if your crush wishes to pursue a romantic relationship with you, but if they want to keep it platonic, tough, bro.
Friend
But
zone crazy.
this, nah, that ain't love, bro.
Thank you all for good vid. Yeah, bro. You can't rush things, you can't force things. You can't force it. And if you really gotta change your whole personality or how you act just for a girl to like you, she don't really like you. You know, she doesn't like you. She likes what you're showing her, but she don't like you, bro. And yeah, don't go crazy just because a girl shows you some attention. Because as he said, if any other girl did the same thing, you would have still had that same feeling. So it's not actually love, you know? But yeah. Don't force a relationship, boys. Take your time. Is there 8 billion people? There's like, is there over 8 billion people on this earth right now? Yeah, so don't think too deeply about it. You can't control how other people feel about you. And if she don't like you, she don't like you. So yeah, just keep doing your thing until one comes by that actually likes you for you.